This is Wolf Outdoor Review here. Today I'm going to be doing a review of this coat, Aircrew Combat. And this is all the information on it. As you can see, here's the tag. This is a size small regular. That's the NSN number 8415-01-641-3723. And all this information will be in the description. So, there's the tags. This is a OCP colored coat. This is a little bit different than your standard BDU cut in a few ways. This is more of a fireproof material as well. Most of them are made of a nylon blend. I believe that most of this type of things are 50% nylon, 50% ripstop. This is as you saw, a different material list. As you can see, this is 90% META-ARAMID, 5% PARA-ARAMID, and 3% conductive fiber. Essentially, I think it's fireproof or some weird, like, breathable something like that. Maybe heat retention or whatever, but yeah. So we're going to go over this and all the measurements and all that, at least for this one. So let's get started. Okay, starting off, it seems kind of a standard cut, you'd think. But as you can see, there's a few noticeable differences right away. So starting off, you have a pocket here, or a slit here, that could be for headphones or some sort of cordage for comms or whatever. Secondly, you have this here. This is cinches this down around your waist so it doesn't fly everywhere. There's also a two different directional pocket here. So your first pocket here is standard, like most BDU or ACU, whatever standard uniforms, but then it's also got a secondary, completely different zipper side pocket. You can see here, and they are two different, as you can see. There's my finger. So you can layer your flying paperwork and whatever else you put in these. So and this is both sides, and then underneath this, they have the standard IR tabs. But yeah, as you can see there. And then it's got, both sides have pen pockets here. So you could fit 3 pens on each side. Same thing here. IR tab. Standardized pocket. Of course, this one's a little bit different for whatever reason. This one's more pens as well, so 3 more pen pockets. And this one doesn't go all the way across the top like this one does. These two are slightly different. As you can see here, I could fit almost my entire hand on it would be your left side if you're wearing this. And then, so your right side only, you could fit about 3 fingers in it. And it's designed mainly more for pens, as you can see, or paper, so like a notepad. And yeah, 3 more pen pockets. Same thing here though. You can still have your secondary zipper pocket that's different than this. You can see my fingers right here. So that is that. Other than that, you got your standard pockets here, except they zip. These go to about here, so they're deeper than they look. Compared to most BDU or Army uniform cuts, they're actually pretty generous pockets, so you could fit, really sizable pair of gloves or whatever on each side. And then you got your standard rank, U.S. name, U.S. Army patch, or whatever, Air Force, depending on what branch you use. Opening it up, you've got that slit here. And what's nice is you get an internal view. Here's how big these pockets actually are. And I'll do measurements in a few minutes, but so there's that. Here's a look at that slit pocket backing. So when you open that up, that gives you access to here, so you can fit whatever comms or headphones or whatever you're doing. And either you can set your MP3 player or whatever through here, or snake your wires in your pants down to whatever, or it could come from there underneath your blouse to radio thing on the thing on your waist, like on a belt loop. But regardless, you've got that. This is a pretty lightweight material. As you can see here, you can see through it. I'll do a zoom in real quick so you see. Yeah, it's kind of like this, like corduroy-ish, very, most of this standard stuff is ripstop and hard to see through. But this is a very lightweight, summer weight type of thing. Very, I don't know, like comfortable. It's like a standard t-shirt cotton feeling, very lightweight. And yeah, so as for these can be adjusted, so, and they go all the way around. What's nice is they have cinchy material on the inside, so you can really cinch it down around your waist. Then you've got some pretty generous cuffs. So just pretending my wrist is in there, you can really put your finger in there, and you could keep going if you have like dainty little wrists like that big. These are very adjustable cuffs, so you can get thick wrist, thin wrist. And if you're wearing gloves and really want to cinch down so you don't have flapping, you can really get them around gloves or whatever. And then, yeah, worst case, if your wrists are this tiny, you can get them down, actually even farther if you want. Yeah, no human being's wrists are this small. Unless you're a toddler, and why would you be wearing this uniform? It's like, Jesus Christ, you can fit like 3 fingers worth of space here. So these are really cinched down tight if you need them to. So it doesn't matter what size wrist you're, and these are good because if you needed to, you could hike them up all the way to your biceps. So really nice, and it's wraparound material cuff. So no spandex or anything on this though. These sometimes they have like cinching material, not so much here, but it's okay. But now I'm gonna grab my tape measure and do some measurements, and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. And so we'll start out with the size, as you saw. This gives you, we won't need to measure any of the stuff on the height or things. I'll just probably end up measuring pockets for this specific one. If you're a height from 6'7" to 7'1", or 67, 71 inch, I think. And then chest from 33 to 37 inches. Stock number, as I went over, and then NATO size. This will all be in the description if you wanted it. Both these 2 tags will be in the description for your convenience. So, there's that. We'll start off measuring this pocket here. The 2 chest pockets. So, if you're looking here, you have 6.5 inches depth and 6 5/8 inches in height. So 6.5 inches in depth, 6 5/8 inches in height. And that's based on the 2 sewing marks. So, because there's that here, that first line, that would be usable space. And this, I would assume this other side's the same. But I'll measure it anyway. That side is 6. Actually, it is different. Yeah. So, this side is... This one is... starting from there to here. About 6 1/4 by 6 3/4. So 6 1/4 times 6 3/4 for this side pocket. So a little bit different, but pretty much the same. And then for these parts, this is as you're wearing it your left side. You get about 3 3/4 inches of top loading space here, with an opening size. Yes, 3 3/4. Yeah, that's if you want to be a little more stringent, 3 5/8. But yeah, not much space here. And then going from the usable space exactly at the lip here to the bottom, you are looking at 5 3/4 inches of space, top to bottom, on this outside pocket. When it comes to this pocket here, you're looking at 5 1/8 from usable space from about that seam line to this seam line. And depth-wise, you're looking at about say about 6 1/8 inches in depth for the inner pocket. All right, so you have that. Then you have this double stitch material for your arms, elbow pads. And then you have your pen pocket. The pen pocket is good for pens and pencils. They're up to 5 7/8 inches of total pen space. And each pen pocket is about 3/4 to about a 7/8, in between 3/4 and 7/8 of an inch there. So that gives you a general idea of pen pocket size. And then as they're laying flat, you have total wrist volume in the complete open position. You're looking at about probably about 6 inches even about of open wrist space, and it probably could go down to, I don't even know, like 3 fingers. So about probably 2 1/8 inch as they're laying flat. So there's that. So we went over the left side so far. Now the right side pocket here. So looking at the open side here, we're looking at about 4.5 inches opening by 6 1/8, 6 1/8, and 5.5 inches there for this top loading part. And this one, there is no pen thing like the other side. So this would be as you're wearing it, your right shoulder. And then when it comes to the zipper part, you're looking at 4 3/4 by 6 inches space on the zipper part here. So that is the outer pocket dimensions. I think we went over all the pockets. Okay, and then the pen pocket I would assume is the same. It looks, yeah, to be about exactly the same as the other side. Alright, looking at the slit here, if you're looking to run comms or anything, the outer side pocket size opening is 2 7/8 inches opening here. And then if you're looking on the back entrance, okay, you are looking at 6 inches, 6-inch opening from here to here. So that's the opening size here. And then you saw the chest measurements, so I won't go over any of the actual fitting measurements, since that'll be different for different people. I'll assume most of these pockets stay relatively the same, so yeah. So that's just been a really quick review of this coat Aircrew Combat. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to leave them. Oh, and I forgot to mention this is a zipper one. This isn't a button blouse. This is a zipper one. And it uses a YKK weird zipper. Which is weird because it's not normal, like most combat zippers. It's a totally different type. It's like, it's not that big chunky one most people have. It's this like thinner, littler one. And then, interesting, like you can't pull sideways on this. This won't move. You have to pull up and then down. So it's got the locking mechanism in the zipper. And then you've got Velcro that goes over. Okay, so I'm going to adjust the camera angle and put on the coat real quick and then show you what it looks like on. Here's what this looks like on me. Just a side note, you may not have access to your pen pockets depending on where you position your cuffs and how much you wear. Which, if you rotate them around, you may end up getting good. But as you can see, these are adjustable on the side. You can pull them tighter, and then you've got your chest pockets with zippers. You could fit a reasonable amount of stuff in on both sides. And then you can access your zipper pockets. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And then you can put your rank here, your U.S. Army or Air Force logo and your name tape. And then you can also, I believe, either have this in up position, or you can wear this like a standard coat or suit, where you fold these part flat, and then wear it like a lapel. So there's different ways to wear this. If anyone has any information on this, I'd love to hear more if you've used these. I believe these come in ACU and then OCP. Yeah, I like this the best because it has a lot of pockets that the normal uniform wouldn't have. I think the ACU or standard cut uniforms only have maybe 8 pockets, whereas this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pockets. And then the standard ones only have maybe a pen holder that isn't even a pocket on maybe one side. So there's only one type of open, top open or side open pouch. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you count elbow pads on the Army ones, maybe 6, 7. But you would only have 5 pockets versus 8 with this. So if you're going to do LARPing or whatever combat stuff and your unit allows you to wear these, which I'd assume you could, they're just standard BDU tops. But yeah, this might be the way to go. This is really form-fitting. It's like this fireproof material, if anyone knows what the label ingredients, if that's more of a fireproof or melt proof or whatever. But yeah, overall it's a really nice uniform. It's breathable. There's no armpit zippers, but there's that. As you can see here, you plenty of room. You can go from that to I only need about that much. I could keep going if I wanted. But yeah, you can really customize this to however much you want. So yeah, there's that. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns on this, please leave a comment. And then just something I forgot about, but they also make COVID masks in this color. This was something I just had thrown in with it. I use this as a dust mask, but this isn't really something you could do a whole video on, but I guess I could. Just something if you're looking for like a nice, cool airsoft mask or dust mask for woodworking and want to go cool camo. They produced these, I believe, during COVID and stuff. So if you're looking for a cool OCP mask, these have pieces of metal in the tip to form around your nose. They have barrel locks and that stretchy material that you find in some uniform, like the trouser cord. Yeah, and then they've double fabric. There's no liner you can insert or take out, but just being cloth itself, there's that. If you are looking for information on this, this is known as a face cover type 2, and it's by Ready One Industries, and then the NSN number and contracts right there. And I'll move the camera down and zoom in on that. You can see, and this will all be in the description. So, they do make cool COVID mask looking things. I'll put this on real quick. I know people don't really like COVID, but if you're doing woodwork or something that's got dust in the air, these are kind of cool. And they're reusable. So. Okay. So. As you can see here, this is what they look like. And they're adjustable, both down here and up here. So you can wear them any way you want. So if COVID comes back, you could always end up wearing these cool masks. This is the face covering type 2, and as you can hear, it works well because it's hard to talk, and it's actually, unlike the normal cloth masks, I believe this is 3 layers, if you can hear me even. And then you can adjust the intensity of that part, and you can put it down here if you're not using it. And this is, if I had to guess, 3 or 2, 4. Somewhere between 4 and 1 layer or 2 layers. So it is actually kind of hard to breathe in this, so it does seem to work better than a cheap homemade face mask. So yeah, if you're doing anything airsoft or whatever, you could end up using these. Yeah, these are the face covering type 2. Yeah, that just, I'll do a quick review of that later, but I just thought I'd throw that in this video. But yeah, this has been the Aircrew Combat uniform review top. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, personal experiences with this, please leave them, and I'll have all the tags in the description if you want to look up them. Do be aware that both the NSN number, all the NSN numbers I've shared so far only apply to that specific size. So if you're a large regular and combat size, you may end up needing to look up a different NSN number, because the NSN number I just provided you from this one will only give you to a small regular in that color. So do be aware of that. Yeah. That has been a review of the face covering type 2 and the Aircrew Combat. If you have any, feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want. And check out my other videos. I've done all sorts of things, from pouches to bags to knives to everything. So yeah, take a look at that and see if any of that's interesting. And yeah, if you want to like and subscribe, that'll help, and I'll make more videos. But yeah, hopefully you learned something, or learned that these exist. And yeah, if you have any comments or questions, you can either leave a comment or email me at wolfoutdoorreview@gmail.com if it's something like long or boring or whatever. So there's that. I'm sorry for the long reviews. In the future, I'll try to cut them down. I just figure it's better to give people measurements in case they want to buy these. So sorry if you want a short or quick review. I tend to do those on my YouTube shorts so people get the information and can move on. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.